I find myself in parts of the world I never otherwise would travel to, you know, waking up in Bogotá and being able to play the music. Sincerely, like, it's like there's this weird thing that happens when, like, all your kind of dreams have kind of come true.
How do you feel being a man in this world where masculinity is being reshaped and it's not the same as it was before? Because before, a man was supposed to be tough and hard, and now it's kind of being reshaped.
I see more, honestly, like this weird kind of distorted mirror of like what it is to be a man, like in digital spaces, you know. So yeah, I think there was a few years there where there seemed like an even, or like an open field for people to for men to discover on their own terms what it meant to be a father, what it meant to be a man, what it meant to be a, you know, to move from boyhood, or to experience boyhood differently, people raising boys slightly differently, you know, to be more open with their feelings, you know, to express their feelings, not be punished for having them, not be ostracized for having them. I've noticed in the last few years, and very, very recently, like even in the last few months, it's kind of accelerated, watching a digital algorithm who knows that I'm a man hand me things that it thinks I should resonate with. That spooks me a little bit. So it's more in the last year or two seeing a pushback, or seeing this story being told to young men of who they need to be or who they should be, you know, looking essentially to exploit them or sell them something or turn them into, I don't know, like this version of manhood that's like trapped in a pathology that thinks of itself as holding the monopoly on suffering and the monopoly on of loneliness, and weaponizes that into trying to control other people, you know, control women, control, you know, make things in service to them. That spooks me. It's, to me, that's the emotional experience of fascism nearly that is you know, is being sold to young men right now. So
I know you have an issue with fame and being famous, and I know it's not something that you were not looking to be a star. It just happened because you were doing your thing. So I'm guessing there are moments where you kind of lose it. What do you do when you get lost, when you just do not know what you want to do or where you want to be?
I think it's more that on the basis of being a musician, if people know me on the basis of the work that I make, great. I think engaging with elements of fame for fame's sake, or elements of like public visibility for the sake of public visibility, it just feels kind of a little bit unnatural to me, and I have never found that to be. There's this sharing with people again through the lenses and the distortions of social media, or the kind of conceits of it. Never feels more connected. You don't actually. I don't think. You know, all of these things have made us feel more connected truly, or actually. But for me, I just try to remind myself that, I don't know, I have my family, I have my friends, I have people who are dear to me, and the community that I love. So yeah, if things fly at you that feel out of step with who you are, it's just to settle back into that. And I try to remain committed to just the work, you know. The work is what's important.
What has surprised you the most about this career?
What surprised me the most about this career? I don't know. I mean, there's a funny thing that kind of happens when, and I think this would be anybody who arrives at points of success that they had hoped for themselves, or they, you know, I feel like one of the luckiest person I know. You know, I got to make songs. I wanted to write music, and people have resonated with that music. And so there's moments where I arrive and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I get to do this for a living. I find myself in parts of the world I never otherwise would travel to, you know, waking up in Bogotá and being able to play the music. Sincerely, like, it's like there's this weird thing that happens when like all your kind of dreams have kind of come true. I think that has surprised me that I'm still being able to do this and find ways of navigating this career and this life and artistically in a way that, I don't know, it's a gift, I think, being an artist, because you always can surprise yourself and you always have access to make work that feels new and feels fresh and is surprising.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure, thank you.
En el canal de YouTube del Tiempo encontrarán noticias de Colombia y el mundo, también series originales, documentales y reportes de nuestros corresponsales. Suscríbase y active la campanita.